Alrighty, now that season 2 of Demon Slayer kind of came to an end, I figured it made a little bit of sense to kind of, knock a video out right quick. So all I'm doing right here is, ranking the characters and the criteria I'm basing this off of. How valid are the hands? Can they beat somebody up, or are they the type that's getting beat up every other fight? How likable are they? Like, can I see myself being cool with them type deal, or are they just a-holes, kind of annoying, stuff like that? That's really all I'm doing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so first we have Mr. Tanjiro. As of season 2, I think it's pretty fair to say he's a B tier in terms of how valid the hands are. I know he's the main character, so it's like he's bound to become an S at the end, but it's season 2 right now, it's still a little bit early on, so right now I think it's pretty fair to give him a B. In terms of how likable he is, I'm definitely going to give him an S. He's like a lovable dude that's not really lovable to the point he's like, fucking up his missions. He still gets the job done. And then he's like a nice guy after he gets the job done. So I think it's like, a good, healthy, nice to him. So I kind of like that about Mr. Tanjiro. So overall, I'm definitely going to give Tanjiro an A. I think his name is Giyu. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it. In terms of how, the hands are, Hashira, so pretty easy to say, he's an A. How likable he is. I kind of spoiled, his character development for myself. I, looked up a video on how he acts. As of season 2 though, definitely a B. At the start he kind of seemed like a dick. But here's a kid crying about his family getting slaughtered, and here his ass go, "Oh, you just gonna sit here and bitch about it?" I'm just thinking like, my nigga, damn, like I understand, like this is like, like niggas is like, this ain't a game no more, but nigga, damn, like, damn, I don't know, I just kind of thought that was a dick move to do to a kid. Man. Later on though, he kind of redeemed himself when when he stood up for Tanjiro and Nezuko. So he at season 2 he's really not that bad no more. Overall, probably give dude a B plus is though. So yeah, that's where he's at. Up next we have Nezuko. I think you can put her around the same ballpark as like Tanjiro. So as of now, season 2, I'm definitely giving Nezuko a B in terms of how valid the hands are. How likable she is. She has heart, but it's kind of hard to straight up like somebody I can't understand at all. Like, like I just can't connect with that. So it's like she is cool, like I guess like she does seem good spirited, but it's like I can't, like, yeah, it just doesn't resonate with me. So overall, definitely giving Nezuko a B. Urokodaki, the hands, definitely an A. Former Hashira, not sure where he's at now. I'm gonna guess like A minus ish, but that still puts him on a pretty cold level of hands. How likable he is, probably like a B. He was the mentor and also he had to be strict. He had his nice moments, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with him. So yeah, overall, I'm definitely giving him a B. Up next we have the Temple Demon, and in terms of how valid the hands are, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a D. Bro got his ass beat by some kids. I just, evil demon getting fucked up by kids. No. So for likability on like a demon scale, he didn't even have a backstory, so bro was really just a D. The Temple Demon was kind of ass. Sabito, I'm gonna give him a C in terms of how valid the hands are. I would say Tanjiro is probably ballpark above him towards the end of season 2, so I think C is pretty fair. In terms of how likable he is, I think him being like a ghost made me like him a little bit more, and then seeing his face get cut kind of, I don't know why I liked him a little bit more, seeing him smile after getting the shit slashed by Tanjiro, but I fuck with him a little bit more. So overall, I'm giving Sabito a B. Makomo, I probably in the same level as Sabito, so for the hands, I'm gonna give her a C. For how likable she is, I like Sabito a bit more. She wasn't bad. It's just I was happier seeing Sabito than I was Makomo. So like, well, Makomo, I don't know how you say that, but yeah, it's not really her fault that I like Sabito more, but I can't give them the same level. So yeah, I'm gonna give her a B. Overall though, I'll probably give that like a B. Kanao, I think she's probably on Tanjiro's level, so for the hands, I'm giving that a B too. For how likable, I don't remember anything about her, so I'm gonna say a C. Overall, I'm definitely going with C though. Zenitsu, hands, B. Don't gotta say it again. For how likable, it's At first, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably say like D, because it's like he was so fucking annoying, and that's usually a lot coming from me. Because even when I'm talking with my friends and niggas call somebody annoying, usually my first take is like, bruh, like, it's a kid fighting monsters. Like, be real, my nigga. Like, niggas would be scared as hell to do that shit. In the real world, niggas are scared fighting humans. So, like, for a kid to be fighting monsters, my nigga, like, cut him some slack. But it was like they made this nigga's entire personality fucking crying. And it's like, I ain't have an issue with it. Like, I'm not finna like hate him because of it. But it's like, I'd be lying if I said I liked him or he was decent. Like, I was kind of annoyed when he had screen time. But the more he started sleeping and shutting the fuck up, he became a little more cool. So, you know, towards the end, I liked him a bit more. I think for other people like who may have like anxiety and stuff and kind of want to live vicariously through him on some like, you know, the type of stuff I can do if I calm down, like the potential I have, you know, like stuff like that. I feel like people can kind of resonate with him on that level. That's not really something I struggle with though, so it doesn't hit super hard for me, but he's sleeping and shutting up a lot more, so I kind of like him, you know, towards the end at least. But the start kind of fucked him. So overall, a strong B. Up next we have Genya. In terms of the hands, he probably like a C or a B. I'ma just guess a B though. For how likable he is, bro seems like such a dick. I just don't like his face. I'm giving him a D. He is, like I say, he sounds like seems like a dickhead. I just don't like the way he looks. Overall, yeah, C. For the hand demon, I'm giving him a C for how valid the hands were. He kind of killed my nigga Sabito, but yeah, I think that's probably like his best kill. For how likable he was, I think, I don't even remember his backstory like that. I just remember I think the hands were supposed to be trying to hold his hands, well, hold his brother's hands because he didn't get a chance to do that because he killed him. It's like, that sounds cute. I ain't really like him though, so it's not too cute. Definitely gonna give you like a C overall though. The hand demon was kind of meh. Alright, Kagaya, I think that's how you say the name. Alright, look, I know this nigga doesn't know how to fight, so I really can't say he's like an S tier in terms of how valid his hands are. But to say this nigga has like a level of respect that none of the Hashiras are gonna like disrespect this nigga or try him, it's like you just gotta get this nigga an S for the like respect he demands when he walks in a room. So like, I know I'm kind of cheating right here. I don't give a fuck though. In terms of the hands, I'm giving him an S because it's like, I don't know. I just feel like that level of respect, there gotta be some shit in your back pocket for niggas to respect you like that. In terms of how likable he is, I'm definitely gonna give him an S too. He's just so nice and sweet. And it's like, I'm still thinking like, okay, eventually this nigga's gonna become like Muzan somehow. Like, he's too fucking cool. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, I'm giving him an S. I fuck with this nigga pretty hard. I think bruh's name is Hotaru. I don't know how to, yeah, fuck it though. In terms of how valid the hands are, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Like, I'm gonna give him an F. What's he gonna do? Weld me to death? Ooh, scary. I could probably beat his ass. How likable he is. He's not horrible, but he's like a comic relief character who isn't funny at all to me. So it's kind of like he's just slightly annoying. So probably a D overall though. I'm gonna give him a D. He's not too, cool to me. The swamp demon, hands, C. How likable his backstory was. I really don't, recall any sad backstories, at least from like the top of my head. I do remember him, like, he wants 16-year-olds. I don't know his age, but if he's old enough, my nigga, that's kind of sus. I don't know. So I don't know his age, so I can't give him an F, but I'll definitely give him a D. Overall, I'm a go ahead and fuck with bro on like a D though. He wasn't a cool demon either. Muzan, the hands, I'm gonna go ahead and give him an S, because if niggas are losing the upper rank demons and this nigga has a level of power that's above the upper rank demons, yeah, that just math. S tier. How likable he is, I'm gonna give it an F. Hate's a strong word, so it's like it's a cartoon. I really can't hate dude, but like, I really don't like this nigga at all. But overall, I'm gonna give him a C. Like, I don't like him at all, but I kind of do gotta respect the hands a little bit, so he kind of gets bumped up because of that. For Yoriichi, I think that's how you say the name. The hands, I'm gonna give it an S. I think nigga whooped Muzan's ass, so yeah, pretty fair to give it an S. How likable he is. I don't know shit about him, but I think he reminds Muzan of Tanjiro, and Tanjiro is pretty cool, and I gave him an S, so I'm gonna just give him an S. So overall, I'm gonna just assume my nigga's an S. Not sure, haven't seen him yet, but we gonna see. Tamayo, hands, I'm gonna give her a B. And then how likable she was, I'm gonna give her an A too. She was pretty cool and nice. I liked her a good bit. Yushiro, I'm gonna give him a C. He was, I don't know, I feel like he was like early Tanjiro level, not really like where my nigga at now. And how likable he is, I'm gonna give him a D. My nigga be munching cocks too fucking hard for me to like him a little bit. It's like, my nigga, get off Tamayo's dick a little bit. It's like, dude, like, chill. Like, I know you can be grateful and all, but fuck, nigga, like, you gotta relax. So I ain't really fuck with dude that much, but like, I'm gonna give him a D overall. I ain't really like dude too much. Susamaru, I'm gonna give her a B for how, you know, badass she was. For how likable she was, I'm gonna fuck around and give her a C. I really don't remember her backstory. I just remember she wanted to play with the ball at the end. It kind of felt, you know, sad. Overall, I'm gonna probably get it like a C. Yahaba, I'm gonna give my nigga like, I'm gonna give him a B for how valid he is in terms of hands, for how likable he is. I don't remember a thing about his story either, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a C overall. I don't remember how to say bro name. I think his name's like Kyogai. How valid the hands were. I don't know if he's on Yahaba's level and Susamaru's level. I'm gonna probably give him like a B for how likable he is. I kind of like this backstory a tiny bit. You know, bro just wanted to be acknowledged and respected a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Nigga, I can respect that a little bit. Like, I feel your pain. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. So overall, I'm gonna give him a B. I think this is when the demon started becoming a little bit more likable for me. Next, we have Inosuke. In terms of how badass he is, I'm gonna give him a B. For how likable he is. At the start, I was just thinking to myself, I really can't see the appeal. Like, his whole character is fight me, fight me, fight me. You know, it's like, you know, like, I guess this is cool. It's just, you know, it's not really doing much for me. But, you know, as time passed a little more and he was a little less barbaric, he was pretty cool. So, like Zenitsu, the beginning kind of, you know, fucked him a little bit, but towards the end he was a little more likable. But overall likability though, from like beginning to end of season 2, I'm gonna give him a B. Overall, I'm gonna give Inosuke a B though. For the tongue demon, I don't really recall shit about him or his backstory. I think a C is pretty fair because it's legit no feelings for him. Same thing with the horn demon. I'm gonna give him a just flat out C. I don't recall shit about him. For the spider daughter, for the hands, I'm gonna probably give her like a C. For her backstory, I think it was like, I forgot, I think she was a demon. I'm not sure if she killed anybody at that point though, but then she was trying to run away from some slayers, I think, and then Rui was like, hey, like, nigga, like, shit, like, hey, if you promise to be my fam, like, I won't let him kill you. I'll have your back. And she was like, all right, shit, like, nigga, have my back. And then she had the back, and then, you know, Rui killed him, and boom, she became family. That was kind of the backstory, kind of like, you know, I ain't really feel good or bad about that. I think I remember Shorty lying at the end, too, about how many niggas she killed, so, you know, I ain't like her too much, but I ain't dislike her a lot, so overall, I'm giving her a C. For the dad, I think his hands were pretty valid, so I'm gonna give him a B. I just don't know this nigga's backstory, so I think a C is pretty fair for him too. The mom, I think maybe like a C for the hands, for how likable. I don't really recall the backstory, so I think a C is pretty fair overall. Murata, I think how badass he is, probably like a C. Like, he could probably fuck up that like demon from like the beginning, like in the temple, but like, nah, I don't know if he can like solo squad. Well, not, I don't know if he can like take on like Susamaru or like Yahaba, you know, like I just don't see him beating those. For likable, I'm gonna give him a C. Like, he seemed like a nice dude. I ain't really have any like feelings for dude. He's just kind of like, I don't want to say bland, but yeah, nothing came from him. So yeah, overall, I'm giving Murata a C. For Shinobu, for the hands, I think she's a Hashira, so that automatically puts her in A. For how likable she is, I think she was the bitch trying to snitch on my nigga Giyu, so she's kind of an op. And then when they was talking, she tried to sit there and like, you know people don't like you, right? To me, that shit's whack, like, fuck you. So nah, I ain't really like her that much. I ain't hate her, but probably give her like a D for how much I liked her. Overall though, I'm gonna probably give her like a C. For Rui, his hands, I'm gonna give it like a B. For how likable he was. Dude wanted a family, you know, that's kind of his backstory, but he went about it in like the worst way possible. So you know, it's kind of like, you know, the reason behind what you did. It was kind of cool what you did to get that. It's kind of like, nigga, what are you doing? So I don't really know about that. Overall, I'm gonna probably give him like a C. For the Spider Son, I think that was a nigga Zenitsu fought, yeah. How badass he was, probably like a C. He got fucked by the Zenitsu so hard, I really can't tell if his hands were just ass or my nigga Zenitsu really turned up on him. Don't know. His backstory, I can't tell, but he was annoying as hell to look at. So for how much I liked him, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck with him on a D just because how annoying he looked. Overall, I'm gonna give him a D because, yeah, I don't have time to look at that nigga. Jigoro, you know, former Hashira, so for the hands, gotta go ahead and fuck with him on an A. I feel like that counts for something. For how likable he was, yeah, it was a C. It was kind of like meh. So yeah, overall, he was like a B. My nigga Tengen, for how badass he was, I'm gonna give my nigga an A. You know, Hashira, and he was kind of cool. For how likable he was, like I said, bro was just a cool dude. Like I fuck with him. I'm gonna give him like an A. For Mitsuri, I think that's how you pronounce her name. For how badass she was, once again, Hashira, A. For how much I liked her. She seemed really, really nice, but it wasn't like a cool, like a super cool, strong feeling nice for her. So it's kind of like a B, like a little bit nice, a little cool, but you know, nothing much out of it. So overall, I'm gonna give her like a B. Up next, you got my nigga Rengoku. I forgot which one he was. I forgot if he was like Kyojuro or Senjuro, one of those. I forgot, I'm not sure, but Hashira, hands, A. Likeable. Bro was unintentionally funny as hell to me, and he was just good vibes. So I fuck with this nigga pretty heavy, so I'm gonna give my nigga like an S. Overall, I might fuck him with my nigga on an S. Up next, we got the Miss Hashira. I think he's Muichiro. I don't know how to pronounce it. Badass, you know, A. Likable. He didn't really make a strong impression, so I'm gonna give it a C because it was kind of like meh. Gyomei, murder hands, you know, A. Might fuck around and say A+. For how likable he was. Even though I ain't get a lot from dude just seems like a big friendly giant, and you know, big friendly giants are always pretty cool to me. So for how much I liked him, I know it wasn't a lot, and I know I used this before. I don't care though. I'm gonna give my nigga like an A. Overall, though, I'm gonna give him an A. He made a pretty strong impression. Obanai, A for the hands. Likable. I didn't really get a huge first impression, but I know he just looked like he finna be one of them weird niggas, and I usually think weird characters are pretty cool, so I'm gonna give him a B just based off potential. Overall, I'm gonna give my boy like a B. Sanemi, you know, Hashira, A. How likable he was. Dude was such a dick. I get it. Your whole job is kill, you know, demons. So niggas bringing their demons, like, yo, like, are y'all niggas crazy? Like, what are y'all doing? But I kind of know how my nigga Nezuko was. Like, I kind of, you know, grew. I ain't gonna say grew, but like, I kind of watched, you know, Tanjiro and Nezuko. Kind of, you know, yeah. But like, so yeah, you know, like, I get it. But nah, I don't have to like, bruh was kind of a dick. So overall, I'm gonna do like a C. Oi, I think I say something name. How badass she was. I'm gonna give her like a B. She probably on like Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Genya and all them levels. How likable she was. Think she helped the main 3 train. That was kind of, you know, nice of her. So overall, B. Kanae, I think that's how you say her name. How badass. I think she's a Hashira. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I forgot. But I'm gonna give it like an A. How likable she was. I really can barely tell the difference between her and her sister. So yeah, don't know. Nakime, how badass. I think she's like a upper rank demon, so that's A. For how likable she is, I really don't know much about her. Like, her instrument's kind of cool, but that's really it. Kamanue, I think that's how you say her name. Well, his name. You know, badass. I think he was a lower rank demon, so B. How likable. C. I really don't remember shit about him. Overall, you know, C. Enmu, how valid the hands were, I think, also lower rank, so B. How likable. I ain't know his backstory, but dude just seemed weird in a not cool way. Just like, I don't know, I feel like if I were to meet this thing and he wasn't a demon, I'd probably just like, I don't know, just side eye this nigga. He just didn't seem cool. I don't know. Overall though, I'm gonna give him like a C. Urokodaki, I think he was an upper. No, I think he was a lower rank demon, but I don't remember shit about him, so C, because there was like no feelings. I think this dude's name was like Urokodaki. How, you know, once again, lower rank demon, B. For the hands, how likable he was. I don't know much about him, but I do respect his effort, you know, trying to escape. It was kind of a cool scene, so that I appreciate him for. But once again, who are you? So I'm gonna give him like a C. Makabu, I think a lower rank demon, but once again, I don't know about him. So yeah, C. Slasher, I think that was like that fast demon. How badass he was. He was probably like a B. Likeable. I don't recall his backstory. I really don't recall his backstory. He looked like a dick though. Like I know in his human form he had to be some sort of an asshole. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a C overall. But yeah, Daki, how badass she was. I can probably give her like a B plus or like a A minus. Like she was an upper rank, but like was she really an upper rank? Not really. I'm gonna give her a B. Yeah, how likable she was. I didn't really like her much as Hotaru, I think that's how you say it. Gyutaro. I don't know, bro. My bad. I'm probably seem like an asshole, but yeah, my bad. But yeah, next demon, Tengu. I'm gonna give him an A, cause I think he's an upper rank. How likable. I really don't know much about him yet. Overall, I'm gonna give him a B. Akaza. How valid the hands are. I might fuck around and say A plus. This nigga be whooping ass. For how likable he is. As of season 2, I don't fuck with this nigga. He kind of killed my nigga Rengoku, so I can't fuck with him. I'm gonna give him a C, but yeah. As of season 2, I'm gonna give him a C. Kokushibu, for the hands, I'm gonna give him an A. Might just A plus. Might just have to say S minus. How likable he is, I really don't know yet. So overall, I'm gonna probably give him like a B. Gyoko, I think that's how you say his name. How badass he is, I'm probably give him like an A. I think he's also an upper rank, but how likable he is, I don't know. So overall, that makes it a B. Doma, how badass he is, I think I'm gonna say an A again. You know, upper rank. How likable he is, I don't know. So overall, I think that puts him at a C. Shinjiro, A, former flame Hashira. So yeah, you know, once again, that counts for something. How much I liked him. I'll give him an F. Dude was a fucking dick. I didn't like him. So yeah, no. Overall, I'm gonna give him a C. The 3 wives, I'm not even gonna say other names. How badass they were, I'm gonna probably give him like a D. I think my nigga Murata can probably beat him up a little bit, but how likable they were. I really couldn't tell you much about how they were, except, you know, they were Tengen's wives. I really couldn't, you know, differentiate any of them, so I'm putting them all together. I'm gonna give them all a C as a collective. Yotaro, I think that's how you say his name, I hope, but how badass he was, I'm gonna give him an A, you know, upper rank demon. How likable he was, I'm gonna give him a B. You know, he was that ugly nigga trying to defend his pretty sister. I can fuck with that, cause from what I've seen, ugly niggas with bad sisters, ugly niggas usually have hands. So it's real shit. I can see it happening, and I respect it. So overall, I'm gonna probably give. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna fuck around and give my boy an A. You know, I respect that nigga. So yeah, that's that. That should be all the rankings. Yeah. That's really all I got. It's really all I got for now. So yeah, I'll probably catch y'all in the next video.